Hello, good day everyone. I'm Rizky Purniadi and my NPM is 180410140013. Today I'm gonna present about my presentation. My presentation is called a massive matters called Woodstock Festival. What is Woodstock? What is Woodstock Music Festival? Uh, for one each of you, I believe you ever heard any kind of music like pop music, rock music, jazz, rock, or maybe some of psychedelic stuff. And if we go deeper about music, you must heard about a Woodstock festival. What is Woodstock festival? Woodstock Festival is listed as 50 events that changed the history of rock and roll. Rock and roll. Sure, indeed, from the artists that show were the artists from the best, like Jimi Hendrix, the Who, the John Bass, Janis Joplin, Creedence Clearwater Revival, and Grateful Dead, and many more. Uh, and if you a psychedelic kid, you must be heard about Jefferson Airplane. It's the band about psychedelic and drug, rock and roll like that. And Woodstock Festival is also invited some of other musicians like Led Zeppelin or maybe the Doors, but because of some of the problem, they can join the festival. Okay, and now back to the start. What is Woodstock and when does it happen? Woodstock Music Art and Festival was a music festival in the United States and was held in 1969, which attracted an audience of over 400,000 and scheduled for 15 August till the 17th August on a dairy farm in the Catskill Mountains of the southern New York State, northwest of New York City. It ran over on Monday, August 18th. Got it? No? Lucky you. I'm going to tell you a brief history of Theater of Dream that called Woodstock. The organizer of Woodstock. The organizer of Woodstock Festival were four young men, which are John Roberts, Joel Rosenman, Artie Cornfield, and Mike Klein. The oldest of the four was only 20 years old. Imagine that, just 20 years old. And at the time of the Woodstock Festival, Robert and heir to a pharmaceutical fortune and his friend Roseman were looking for a way to use Robert's money to invest in an idea that would make them even more money after placing an ad in the New York Times that states, young men with unlimited capital looking for interesting, legitimate investment opportunities and business proposition. They met Cornfield and Lang. Continue the plan for the Woodstock Festival. Cornfield and Lang's original proposal was to build a recording studio and retreat for rock musicians up in Woodstock, New York, where Bob Dylan and other musicians already live. The idea morphed into creating a 2 day rock concert for for 5,000 50,000 people with hope that the concert would raise enough money for the studio. The four young men then got to work on organizing a large music festival. They found a location for the event up in an industrial park in nearby Wallkill, New York. But things went very wrong there. The first of many things to go wrong with the Woodstock Festival was the location. No matter how the young men and the lawyers spoon it, the citizens of Wallkill didn't want a bunch of dragged out hippies standing on their town. Before we go further, for everyone that coming to the class today, have you ever wondered what is hippie? My friend will show you about some kind of hippie. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Faisal Wira and my NPM is 180410150015 and I'm going to tell you what is hippie. Hippie is a member of counterculture originated in 1960s movement start in the United States and then spread around the world. The word hippies came from hipster and was initially used to describe beatniks who had moved in New York, New York City, Greenwich Village, and San Francisco Haight-Ashbury district. The term hippie was popularized in San Francisco, and Herb Caen, who was the journalist for San Francisco Chronicle. What were the origin and the sign of hippie? The origin of the hip and hap are uncertain, but by the 1940s, both had become part of African American Jeep slang and meant the sophisticated, currently fashionable, fully up to date. The Beats adopted the term hip, and clearly an early hippies inherited in language of countercultural value of beat generation. Hippies is created their own community, listened to psychedelic music, embraced the sexual revolution, and many used drugs such as marijuana, LSD, peyote, and psychoblin mushroom to explore the altered states of consciousness. Now we're back to the topic of the problem. Back to the things went wrong. After much wrangling, the town of Walkin passed on a law of July 2, 1969 that efficiently banned the concert from the vicinity. Everyone involved the Woodstock Festival panicked. Stores refused to sell any more tickets, and the negotiation with the musician got shaky. Only a month and a half before the Woodstock Festival was begin, a new location had to be found. Got lucky. The event almost vanished if Elliot Tiber did not call the organizer if he had a land to shock the wave. In mid-July, before too many people began demanding refund for their pre-purchase event tickets, Elliot Timber told Max Yasgur to avert his 600 arc diary from in Bethel, New York, from the location Woodstock Festival. Now, the problem come again. As the date closer, more problems sprung up. In soon appeared that their 50,000 people estimate was too low, and the new estimate jumped upward to 200,000 people. The young men then tried to bring in more toilets, more water, and more food. However, the food concessionaires kept threatening to cancel at the last minute. The organizer has accidentally hired people who had no experience in concessions, so they had to worry about whether or not they could airlift in the rice as a backup food supply. Also troublesome was last 5-minute ban of duty police officer from working at the Woodstock Festival. Hundreds of thousands arrived at the Woodstock Festival. On Wednesday, August 13, 2 days before the festival was to begin, there were already approximately 50,000 people camping near the stage. This early arrival had walked right through the huge gaps in the fence where the gates had not yet been placed. So the next metric about no one had planned for 500,000 people will explain with for my friend Dudu Abdul Karim. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Dudu Abdul Halim and my NPM is 180410200101. And now I'll begin with what my left and my parent has left for now. I'll tell about what would happen and what is happening in Woodstock Festival after the the organizer changed the festival from paid into free. So when the organizer changed it into a free festival, the people of course would come and they'll come, oh, it's free, why didn't we come? And everyone come to the festival. As we know, in 1969, the condition in America is there's a lot of mass, I think, because it's in Vietnam War era where people were they were just destructive. Maybe there's not peace or anything else, and there's something big about happiness, and everything you want to do is this freedom. You want to do everything, just do it. And everybody came into the festival. There are a lot of people came in there. There's a lot people, about 400,000 people came into the festival, and they came when the organizer did not expecting that it would be a lot of people. A lot of people came, but there are a lot of maybe some kind of mess in the festival. Even when you wanna go to toilet, you wanna pee or take something more, they have to wait for about 15 into 30 minutes there, and they have to a lot of people there. There are a lot of mud, a lot of something else. After that, a lot of people came, and in the Sunday of the festival, in the last day, Jimi Hendrix played on the festival. He is the last star in that festival. He is maybe the biggest star in the era. There are a lot of people, about 150,000 people came and watched him, and people were happy, and then they were just having fun. The organizer know that it is a lot of mess and they can't do anything about it. They have to just act normally, like there's nothing happened. But after that, organizer got a lot of problem. They had a lot of bill they had to pay. If I'm not get it wrong, around $40 million they had to pay. There are 70 law firm that accusing them. They have to pay for it. and they to pay the bill, they make a film about Woodstock Festival. It was a big success, of course, because the festival itself is a big success, and the film is a big success too. So they successfully paid the bill for that, and in the end, the Woodstock Festival sent a huge message in that era. The organizer gave a lot of happiness, a lot of drug there, a lot of sex and something else about rock and roll that people say. So then that's all I think. The Woodstock Festival is a huge success, and it is one of the biggest rock and roll festival in America. It brings a lot of successor, a lot of festival after that, and the Woodstock festival itself, it's still happening, and until now it became
Annual.
yeah, it became an annual festival in America. Woodstock Festival itself became a rock and roll annual event. So that's all. Thank you for your attention.